people of Walaja had to escape the war in 1948 between the Arabs and the Jewish in the historical Palestine. Since then, the State of Israel was created, and the original people had to face diaspora. Most of Walaja people became refugees in the West Bank and Jordan, but few people remain on the other side of Walaja, which it was not occupied yet by Israelis. The railroad, which is built on the Ottoman Empire time, people used it to transfer agriculture products to Jerusalem and Jaffa. The railroad became the new borders between the Arabs and the Jewish in that time. Later on, the Israelis take control of the railroad. My grandfather Mahmoud Salem was one of the few people who remained in Walaja. My grandfather witnessed the house's demolition by Israelis, so the original people won't be able to return. My grandfather witnessed the original people replacement by colonists. I wonder what came on their mind when they watched their houses demolishing right in front of their eyes. Some people told me that they were making jokes and fun about each other of how their houses was destroyed after long struggle and efforts to build. Sometimes making dark jokes and fun helps you to stay alive and breathing with the new reality. All the houses was completely erased, not only from space and location, but also the Israelis control the media and archive. Hardly you can find any photos to Walaja before in 1948 war. The few people who remain in Walaja had to resume their life, carrying non-shaped stones and build their new houses. My mother told me that she had to carry the stones from long distance on her head. My father also carried the stones on donkey and had to shape the stones by his hands and build it with the help of my mother. My brother and sisters also helped him despite the young age they were. This is the house where I grew up. Small house hosting 11 brothers and sisters. Each one of us has wishes and dreams. And just like my grandfather and my father struggle, I also have my own struggle. When I was a teenager, I fell in romantic love with a girl I never talked with. Just look at her eyes, and that was enough for me to feel getting drunk. In that time, I got arrested by Israelis because of throwing stones and Molotov on the Israelis, because the Israelis confiscated part of my family land to build the way to Jerusalem, passing from my family land. It took me a year and a half in prison for the first time, and 8 months in the second time. The prison was life changer. After I released from the prison, I tried to return to school. I was not really in love with the school, but I returned because I can see Layla in the bus. I dropped the school semester because of the year and a half I spent in the prison and had to work in the construction building in Israel. I was building homes to the same country I was fighting against. It's so ironic. The other life changer was when Layla got married from her teacher in the university. It was the hope failure to me, and that shock wakes me up. I had to resume my high school study. Despite poverty and difficulty, I succeed. Little by little, I found the strength of storytelling. So I went to documentary film school, where I graduated with honor degree. My film I made about my mother life struggle, The Time Seller, was a great success to me. It was like a passport to travel to Europe. I loved traveling so much, but it was for a short visit, conferences and courses, until that point where I found myself in America. But this time it took me 4 years and a half. I felt like if I was in America all my life. Friends used to tell me that I look like I was in America forever, and that make me afraid of losing my deep roots in Palestine. Despite the great hospitality and chances I got in America, which I'm so grateful for, in 2006 I had to leave everything and return to Palestine. I really looked to the village where I grew up differently this time. I felt a strong need to reconnect with my deep roots in my homeland. I found myself going to the water spring in the old village of Walaja and looking for every mysterious side in Walaja until I found the real life challenge is to go in the rabbit hole. Actually, it was not really a rabbit hole, but it was underground water tunnel. It is so amazing tunnel. Goes back in history to the very beginning of the Iron Age. Many unanswered questions about it. It is so mysterious. The deeper you walk in the tunnel, the deeper you walk back in history. Each tunnel represents different historical era in time. With every turn in the tunnel, I felt like if my mind was going upside down about everything. Everything I have learned about the historical formation of the human being. I felt like if I was walking into human body. Just like human has his own character, the land also has its own character. If I really wanted to connect all the water spring and sites which is around the tunnel, I will paint a human female body.
فوق. يوه يا الله. شو بدخل حبي؟ يا الله. صار الناس غلط كده. كنا نزك علي. طينت الكاميرا. طينتني وقعدي هناك. سألك شو مالك؟ ليش كلبتي سنايك؟ بشر كمان.
لا شو اسمه طه؟ احنا جايين استنى.
لا ما خلص تعبت وصلت اخرها كلها. يا الله يا ويلي خليك بس عشان تاخذ الكاميرا. ايش؟
لأخوك هذلاك؟
وين انا هذا ذاك؟
محمود وعمر.
لا اسمع
نزلوا من البير الثاني.
وهي زلمه
والله
تقدرش تاخذها؟ خذ مش من الميكروفون بمسحها.
قول له انا
استنى شوي من الايد من هون. أيوة.
Too many points got connected. The oldest olive tree, which is dated more than 5,000 years, and it's very close to the tunnel. And Al Haniya water spring dated way before the Christ. In the end, I reached the conclusion, not only the human chooses where to live, but also the land chooses its own people.